Welcome back, everybody. My name is Miss Laura and I'm the kitchen coordinator here at A Kid's Place, and I'm going to show you a little bit about what I do here and about our food supplies. As you can well imagine, we go through a lot of food here at A Kid's Place. We go through probably 35 to 40 gallons of milk a week and about 60 boxes of cereal. You as donors are great. You guys keep us supplied in food. Whenever I have a need, I just call out to the community or call out to one of our donors and I get supplies brought in by the tons. Our house parents, they don't have to worry about going grocery shopping. They get to come here to my kitchen and go shopping. They bring their grocery carts up, they bring the kids up, they go find anything that they need. If I don't have it, then I can get it for them. I get to do a lot of fun things with the kids. During the summer, I get to do cooking classes with our summer camp kids. I made pizzas with them. One child told me at one point that I was the best cooker ever, and the only thing I did was make a chocolate fountain and all the fixings so they could dip it in the chocolate. I cook once a week for all of the houses. It gives the house parents a break. It lets them kind of reset. So it takes a lot of pressure off of them if I can cook them a meal once a week. Shall we go take a look in my walk-in cooler and see where we take the food, keep the food? This is my walk-in refrigerator. As you can see, we have lots of fresh fruits, lots of vegetables. I get a lot of my food from Feeding Tampa Bay. They are amazing to us. They keep us supplied in fresh fruits, fresh produce, a lot of dairy, so they are very helpful to us. And then we'll go in the pantry and see what we got in there. So this is our pantry. This is where, I know it looks like a lot of cereal, but like I said, we go through 60 to 70 boxes of cereal a week. As you can imagine, our houses use a lot more stuff than you guys use at home, but anything that you guys use at home, we use here. You know, we have peanut butter jelly, we have tuna, we have canned goods, we have snacks. We go through a lot of snacks. You know, the kids, a lot of our children come from families that maybe they didn't get enough food to eat. So when they come in here and see a well-stocked pantry, they can choose what they like. We had a little boy in one house. The house parents said they were having trouble feeding him. And so I said, bring him in here. He's allowed to come in here. I said, he may not know the name of the food that he wants, but he may know the favorite blue box or the favorite can. And the little boy came in here and he was able to fill a shopping cart full of food that he liked, and he didn't have any more feeding problems. So, you know, it takes a village here, and you guys are our village. You guys help supply all this. I couldn't do what I do if I didn't have all of you to give us all the great stuff that you give us. And now we're gonna go back to Mary.
This is one of the first rooms the kids see when they come to A Kid's Place. If you can imagine, it's usually in the middle of the night when the children come, and this is one of the first rooms they see. This is where the bonding really begins. The house parents generally come up, they sit and talk and get to know each other a little bit, and they begin to explain the rules and how we operate here at A Kid's Place. Our children attend all of the local schools, and they catch the school bus out front. They attend schools with all of the children in the community. We try to do everything we can here to give them normalcy, and we try to create a home environment where they can feel safe. While they're here, this could be 24 hours or it could be 3 years. It just depends upon what their program might be. So this is the bonding room. This is where we try to come together and make them feel good, where they can feel safe, before we take them into the back to introduce them to the rest of the children in the homes they live in. This room to the left is our computer lab. We're really proud of this room. This gives the children a place to come to do homework. We do a lot of training in that room, so we're very proud of our computer lab. So this is a room they stay in for a little bit till they get all of their things together, and then they head out the back door and go into their homes. One of the 5 homes is where they'll be living while they're here at a kid's place. The next room I'd like to take you to is the donation room, because this is where the children get dressed, and I'd like to show you how we operate in this room. If you'll follow me down the hall. So the next room the children would see after enrolling, they come into the donation room. And this is amazing because we have women that have been working, volunteers who work in this room that have been coming every week for 10 years to keep all of our clothes organized. So the community brings in new clothes or slightly used clothes. We have volunteers that sort through this and get everything sized. So when a child comes to a kid's place, the very first night they're here, they're all given a brand new pair of pajamas, and they all get their very own quilt, which they take with them when they leave a kid's place. One of the things I wanted to talk to you about while we're in here is this. This is what most foster children move from house to house or from center to center with. A garbage bag with everything they own stuffed into this bag. No one should have all of their personal belongings stuffed into a garbage sack. But when the children leave a kid's place, this is gone. And what we have now are these beautiful bags, and we have a group of women who make these for our children. So when they leave a kid's place, they leave with something like this. So now their personal belongings are placed into something that they can have a little self-respect. In this room, they would be coming back the next day, and now everything is sized. So we can go right down these bins and get their shoes and their socks, shirts, jeans, whatever they might need to go to school. And while they're here, they take everything with them when they leave. This is important to us because we want them to feel good about themselves. You know, when you get a new shirt or you get your hair done, it makes you feel a little bit, you stand a little taller and feel a little bit better about yourself. And that's exactly what we want the kids to feel like when they go out the door at a kid's place. So we want to thank all of the people that are involved in this rooms that work with us week after week to give our kids what they need. What I'd like to do now is to go down the hall and show you our classrooms. Okay, I'd like to share with you now the 3 classrooms that we have here. We're in Miss Alice's classroom right now, and she teaches science in the morning, and then she has children come in the afternoon and she assists with homework, and she handles our summer camp program during the summer for our children. You can tell by this room that's just covered with all kinds of fun things that children really enjoy. They all love to come to Miss Alice's classroom. The adjoining room is our therapy room, and this is a room where the children come for therapy once a week. There's 2 sections there, one for play and then one where they can just quietly sit and talk with the therapist. The last classroom is a classroom provided by Hillsborough County School System. They send us a teacher, and Miss Candy's class and Miss Kathy work with the children in the morning. They run a regular school schedule, and then that room is also used in the afternoon for homework time. So these 3 classrooms are very important, and they're important to us because education is extremely important to all of us here at a kid's place. We realize that the more education that they can get, the greater their chances are of making it once they leave a kid's place. So it becomes very important. Down the hall, you'll see a library section. We have some wonderful volunteers that come and provide books for our children to read. Any book a child selects here at a kid's place leaves with them when they go. We also have videos for them to see that they can take back to the house, and all kinds of fun games that line a whole hallway. So now I think we'll go into the big activity room where all the fun happens. This is where the fun happens. We have a lot of activities that occur in this room. We recently had a big Halloween dance. Arts and crafts are done in this room. We paint in this room. Like I said, parties all the time. Also, we do a lot of training in this room. So this is a multi-purpose room that's used quite often. One of the things that happen in this particular room every month is a birthday party. And there's a group of women who come every month and throw a big birthday party for the children that have a birthday that month. A big cake always comes in with the children's names on it, and then on their special day, another cake goes out to their house. But I want to share a story with you about a little girl named Amy and how important birthdays are to foster children. Amy was standing at the back door, and as I walked by during the day, I kept seeing her stand at the glass door, and finally I said, "Amy, what's the matter?" And she said, "Miss Mary, do you know it's my birthday month?" And I said, "Yes, I do." And she kept insisting, "Has the cake come? Has the cake come? And is my name on it? Is my name on it?" I said, "Amy, why don't you come in and I will show you." So I went to get the cake, but when I turned around to bring it back to Amy, she was sobbing. Her face was buried in her little hands and she was crying so hard. And I said, "Amy, what's the matter? We have a cake. Your name is on the cake." And she looked up at me and said, "But Miss Mary, you don't understand. I've never had a birthday cake." And folks, Amy was 8 years old. This sometimes happens to foster children. They miss out on so much. But while they're at a kid's place, we do every single thing we can to bring all their holidays so they can have a life and enjoy some fun time and just be children while they're here. I hope that while we've taken you on a tour today, that you will find a place where you think maybe you can help us here at a kid's place. Dottie's vision was for these children to have so much. We can't do it by ourselves. It takes all of us working together. I hope that while you're driving down Lithia Pinecrest, that you'll take for just a minute and see the little red wagon on the side and maybe think about the children that are on the other side of the gate, because it takes all of us. It truly takes a village. We appreciate you being here tonight. Thank you so much for the opportunity of your time, and thank you for coming.